Hello, partners and pranksters. My name is TWEWY, and welcome back to The World Ends With You, where last time we managed to finish up day 3, patch up our relationship with Beaten Rhyme, and get a whole heaping helping a backstory, courtesy of Mr. Hanekoma, a mysterious man who I'm sure is not going to have any relevance to the plot going forward. He's just a random NPC who only shows up one time and talks to us and doesn't matter at all. Don't worry about it, it's probably fine. Let's get into day 4. And as you can see here, this is the bonus PowerPoints that you're supposed to get for logging out of the game. But as you can also see here, it's been exactly 5 minutes since I recorded the last episode. I'm recording these in sequence, so I'm not getting any bonus PowerPoints unless I change the clock of this emulator to, manipulate it into existence for me.
Tick-tock, Minamoto. You're 9 minutes and 42 seconds late.
Tick-tock yourself. He needs a good one.
TikTok yourself, Kanishi. Why are we even here? I can think of a decillion better ways to spend our time. And by having meetings. Right, Megs? You will address him as Mr. Kitani-ji.
That's fine. Are we all here? Hey, Megs!
Who's the bulldozer?
Meet Oh god, I'm bad at Japanese names. Higashisawa, this session's game master. He'll be handling affairs in my stead. You do me a great honor, sir. Watch, I will turn this week's fracas into a fricassee.
You planning to race them or eat them?
Yes, crack your jokes, but his skill is proven.
That's right. Higashisawa excels in tactics, intel, willpower, decisiveness, performance, his player erasure rate. He surpasses our expectations on every count. A man of sound judgment like Mr. Kitanichi would not choose him otherwise. And he knows how to cooperate, unlike some cooperation is garbage. Anyway, I'm out. This is subtracting from my arts and crafts time. Wait, Mr. Kitanichi hasn't spoken yet.
Let him do what he wants.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Higashisawa, you're doing very well. Thank you, sir. Over half the players have been erased. The plates have been licked. Dessert is imminent. Excellent. I look forward to it. I spoke to the composer about your promotion. We are in agreement. Thank you very much, sir. I feel you're ready, but I have one condition. What, sir? Name it. I expect you, as my proxy in the game, to leave no player unerased. Fear not, sir. The proof is in the pudding. The pudding of their doom.
Where am I now? Hey, you awake?
What are you doing?
Just people watching. I mean, look at them all. Shibuya is so diverse. And everybody's got their own story. Yeah, so diverse, except I can't help but notice that there's like one body type for women and one for men, and that's kind of it. Diverse! Diversity! Yay! And everybody's got their own story.
Yeah, Shibuya sucks. Who needs a town with this many people? All they do is get in the way and screech at each other. They're the real noise. Wish I had a giant mute button. Yo, you ever tried scanning them all? It's like having the radio on every channel at once.
Yeah, like everybody's values are all trying to come in the loudest. No other town compares. Shibuya's a battlefield.
Yeah. It is kind of like that Clash of Creeds. Careful, Nomura. Your themes are showing. But man, all these people. They can't even see us, yo!
Yeah, makes you sad, huh?
Sad? I'm thankful. Nobody sees me, nobody bothers me. And nobody expects anything of me. This is like a dream. Once I survive the 7 days, does the dream end? Mission time, yo!
Nothing the 4 of us can't handle. Yeah.
Reach tower records. No time limit. Fail and face erasure. The Reapers.
Huh? No time limit? But that's way too simple. Tower Records is a 10-minute walk. Why wouldn't they set a time limit?
So we're just walking a couple of blocks? Man, that was pumped for a brawl, yo.
I guess we don't need to team up. But this is too weird. 100 Yen says they've got something else up their sleeves. That's the kind of thing you should probably express out loud to people so that they like benefit from your warning. Okay.
Joe, hold up. I just got a great idea.
Like what gives, Carrier? Who made today's mission for ages 3 and up? Alright, easy girl. Deep breaths. Stress is bad for your complexion. Well, excuse me. Easy missions make me furious. Oh god, I need to sneeze. Ah! Come on! Oh god, it's one of the sneezes that doesn't happen. No! Where the hell was I? Ah, my eyes are running. I hate that so much. I need to go destroy some players. Oh, let's think about this. Put yourself in the player's shoes. You've made it to day 4, the mission's a breeze. What are you gonna think? Point taken. Guess the boss thought it through. Besides, days off are like love letters from the higher-ups. We can't go full blast all week. We'd never make it. Oh, please, when does your dial even go full blast? Details. Anyway, we got our own orders straight from the boss. Alright, you win. Let's see how this plays out. So, what's your great idea?
How about you two race us two? And see who gets the tower records first.
What?
Come on, Rhyme, let's book it.
Wait, Beat? Beat's got a lot of energy, huh? Yeah, he keeps me on the ball. Sometimes he can get a little crazy, though. Beat's the one who asked me to be his partner. Ow, so you... Oh my gosh! Rhyme, is that what I think it is? Huh? What? That pendant! Where did you find one? Oh, this? Yeah, I heard they sold out quick. How'd you know about it? I saw it in the magazine. I love following the latest clothes and accessories. Lucky, I wanted one so bad. I'm sorry, I can't give you mine. It was a present from my brother. You've got a brother? Yeah, older. He's really nice. I hope he's okay. Oh, I'm sure he's doing great, and you'll see him soon. Yeah, I hope so. So, you're into fashion? Totally! I want to be a designer. I love making clothes. But right now it's just a hobby. I still think it's pretty cool. It must be nice to have a dream. To be head over heels about something. I don't know what it's like. Not really. Why not? You don't have any dreams? No. But when I look at Beat, I think, keep moving forward. Because someday my dream will find me. Yeah! Beat's really good at skateboarding. He says his dream is to be the world's greatest skater. If he can do it, then so can I. Right, Shiki?
Yo, Rhyme! What you doing? Move it! We don't want phones to win.
Just a minute, Beat. Patience is a virtue. Well, I'd better go. See you at Tower Records. Wow, Beat's just a speck now. Rhyme must have a rough time keeping up. I'll say. Shouldn't we hurry? I never agreed to race. If he wants to run, good for him. Then, can we slow down for a bit? Sure, why not? There's no time limit, and those two have got a head start. So, we can take a little side trip. Where are you going with this? Mind if we stop at 10-4? I guess not. Really? Thanks! So, now I have the noise report, which is basically, it's just a bestiary. It tells you which pins drop from what monster. And as you can tell here, look out on the left. You see the different difficulty ratings? All the monster information I have right now comes from normal and easy mode. And in order to get different pins, you have to set the difficulty to different things. So if you increase the difficulty, you can often find different pin drops that you can't get otherwise, even from the bosses, because, well,
refighting the bosses is a thing you can do. Anyway.
It's a Sue in here. Are they having a sale or what? No, silly. 10-4 is always like this. Oh my gosh, that outfit. Is that the new line? You know how badly me and Eric... Sorry, me and my friend used to come here.
Friend? Girl on a phone?
It's him!
Noise!
Hey, over there. The prince looks so hot. I gotta snap a photo with my phone.
Oh, not noise. Just noisy.
Who is that guy? Ichioji, the Prince of Ennui? He's the latest superstar. People love his don't give a damn attitude. His blog, F Everything, gets 100,000 hits a day.
Wow! 100,000 hits per day! I get more views than that in a month. But yeah, remember blogs? Remember when blogs were a thing? When people would have blogs and people went to the blogs to read people's stuff on the blogs as independent websites that weren't part of like a huge system like Facebook or Tumblr or Twitter or YouTube or Instagram? Remember when people had platforms that weren't controlled by mega corporations? Wow, what a crazy time! I just depressed myself.
F Everything? What kind of blog is that? Huh? You, young man! Huh? What are you doing in 10-4? If you can't even coordinate an outfit? Have you no sense of Shibuya's trends?
Who the... trends?
Yeah, you know, like what brands are hot?
Ah, the blessed voice of wisdom. At least one of you knows how to dress.
I have to. Shibuya's every girl's war zone.
Good thing I'm not a girl. You should know a trendy outfit can turn even a pigsty into the loveliest of gardens. But you, in that outfit, is like wrapping the rose of youth in a spicy tuna roll. Arrogant snob. I'm not a spicy tuna roll.
It's right, Neku. As long as we hear...
Oh, no. Count me out. I don't care about trends. I wear what I want to wear.
No, you can't do that. They called it a fashion statement for a reason. How you dress sends a clear message.
And then I wish I had more sippers, so I could tell you to sip it.
Look, you've got potential. You could be so much cooler, and I know fashion. Come on, it's so easy to be trendy.
And expensive. And also trends and the constant fluctuation in trends in the fashion industry is a system that they created artificially to ensure that you keep buying new clothes all the time and that you don't mind that their clothes are really crappy quality and like wear out and develop holes within months of use because they're not supposed to last for a long time because they want you to just keep churning through products forever. Because that's how they make most of their money. That's how they exploit you. Whereas on the other hand, if they sold you clothes that last a long time and don't immediately, air quotes, go out of fashion, they wouldn't be able to move nearly as high volumes of cloth and clothing, which means they would have to increase prices, which means again that the total, like their total sales potential would decrease and they would have to face more stiff competition from other brands who would like compete on making higher quality clothes at lower prices, and like that will probably also filter down into needing to actually hire quality workers rather than use overseas outsourced slave labor to create their clothing. They'd actually have to hire, tailors and stuff who would demand a higher wage, which would increase the living standards of the places that these companies exploit in order to create their constant churning ocean of disposable clothing, which they don't want the living standards to increase, because when living standards increase, so do rent demands and rent payments, which means that wage demands are going to increase, which means they're going to face stricter regulation from governments on the demand of the citizens of the countries that they're exploiting. Anyway, all I'm saying is that the fashion industry is a nightmare hellhole of capitalism, and I refuse to support it on a conceptual and principle level. But trends in fashion and streetwear and stuff like that as expressions of personal identity are an important part of the themes of this game, so I'm gonna try not to rant about it too much. But anyway, fast fashion is bad. Buy clothes that last if you can.
Well, I'm not gonna force you, but your clothes, they're, not bad, but...
What?
Nothing, just forget I brought it up.
Suddenly I feel naked. What's she getting at?
So what's so great about trends? Oh, changed your mind? Of course not. I'm just asking. Well, Shibuya's kind of unique. Trends here change really quickly. And they change you and the people around you. So it's better for you if you can stay in control of them. Better how?
Shibuya has 13 brands. Their popularity determines where they fall on the brand charts. Each area has its own brand chart, which you can view from the phone menu. The chart's hottest brands earn an attack bonus in combat, but on the flip side...
I don't need help being cool. I know what I'm doing, Neku. I've been studying fashion bit by bit, so I can be a designer one day. No kidding. I've always liked to sew. I started with little things like stuffed animals. So, the one you're always carting around, you made that? Yep, the clothes I've got on too. Seriously? Wow, they look like what you'd buy in a store. Thanks. But the clothes, I just sewed them. Eri did the design. She's the amazing one. Eri? Oh, the girl from her phone. I still have a lot to learn. But one day... So, that stuffed animal's your creation? I made him a long time ago, so he's not very good. Why do you still have it? Stuffed animals are for kids. Shut up! This is my psyche. How else am I gonna fight off the noise? That is your psyche? Huh? You mean, you use that piggy as a weapon? He's not a pig! He's a cat! Mr. Mew the cat! Mr. Mew? How old is she? 3? Look, I only know how to use whatever. Telekinesis? Okay, but why a stuffed animal? Couldn't you pick something more powerful? Like a knife or a lead pipe or something? I tried, but Mr. Mew was the only thing that worked. Besides, I'm not really moving him. He just sort of does his own thing. That's not telekinesis. I guess not. The pig moves on its own? What if it's possessed? Waiting to pork chop us in the back of the head. I know it turned out awful, but... without him, I would have never started sewing for real. So, a fashion designer, huh? Yep, I want to make clothes for a living. Nice clothes make people happy. And that makes me happy, too. Huh. Oh, she's got her whole future planned out. Never would have thought. So that's why you're so picky about clothes. I try. But I still have a ways to go. There's so much to learn. Cool. I didn't give her enough credit. She's got a dream. That's more than I can say. Tutorial. Anyway, say hello to more shops. Not gonna shop right now because we don't have any money. Pay attention to the trends from now on, Neku. Okay, let's head to Tower Records. Beat and Rhyme are probably waiting.
Each area of Shibuya has a brand chart, blah blah, local ratings, blah blah blah. A top ranked brand gets a massive attack boost while the bottom brand's attack is halved, which kind of forces you to care about this stuff a little bit. You can check the local chart from your phone, keep your finger on Shibuya's fashion pulse. So, the brand charts are out there on the left. And for the most part, like, it doesn't affect your clothing, like the gear that you've got equipped, but brand charts do affect your pins. Some of my pins are brandless. You can see these starting pins that I got have no brand on them, so they're unaffected. But most of the other pins in the game, in fact all of them pretty much, have brands on them. And those brands are influenced by the style charts in a given area. So, D&B has attack doubled right now, which means that my Ice Blow pin here is going to do quite a lot of extra damage for as long as DIB remains on top of the charts. And there's also a system, and yes, the game just keeps piling on system. There is a system whereby not only the pins that you use, but the gear that your characters happen to be wearing will influence the trends in a given area. So if you want a certain brand to, like, be powerful and popular, just equip a whole bunch of stuff that has that brand on it and go around doing a lot of fights and stuff, and eventually you will influence the brand charts and get the brand you want to the top. Which can be helpful if you're doing, like, a long grind in an area, that you can get like a number of pins that are just super powerful and then power them up even more, and then you can kind of chunk through a lot of battles, even battles that are more difficult than you might otherwise be able to handle. So there's utility to it, but it's also just extremely fucking annoying. And that's partly because, like, as you may have been able to tell from my little rant there previously, I'm not much of a fashion guy. Like, not in the sense that I'm hostile to, like, fashion as a personal statement or, like, the importance of presenting yourself well and things like that. Just that the predations of the fashion industry viscerally disgust me as a human being, and so I prefer not to engage with it very much. Anyway, let's do some shopping.
Hi there.
Let's see. Yes, we'll buy that sticker because that's gonna give us an aerial recovery. That can be quite useful to avoid getting thrown around too much. Orichalcum, yes, I know. I can't deal anything with that. Neku can't wear any of this because he's not brave enough yet.
Hi there.
Hello, Moose Ratus, which is the kind of stuff that Neku is brave enough to wear. Like, the most basic shit. Okay.
Come on in.
Let's get her an attack boost and a defense boost. And that's all of our Scarletite, so we can't do the fusion boost right now. And much as I'd like to buy her some clothes right now, because they have fairly okay stats, especially the HP stat, like I would really want to put this on Shiki, because the 45 HP is going to be good right now. Don't have the money for it right now. Okay, that's the shopping done.
Hey, Neku, hold up.
What?
Sometimes when I scan, I see this green weird symbol. I wonder what it is.
Green symbol? Hey, you're right. Reminds me of a pig.
And the pig indicator on my phone is lit.
Why does your phone have a pig indicator?
Hey, remember the special noise? The ones Mr. Hanekoma mentioned.
You mean the pig noise?
He said pig noise always drops pins.
Uh-huh.
So, like, shouldn't we go fight them? Free stuff!
Big deal.
Plus, the pins you're wearing will get stronger from fighting, so it's a win-win situation, right?
Right. More tutorials. Anyway. Where's it at? There it is.
Open up your senses.
Thank you.
Losing's not an option.
Okay, new pin. What'd do? Increases. Oh yeah, it's a boost. It's a passive pin. It just increases how much you recover if you use health recovery items or recovery pins rather. One past this wall. Bring me 2 1,000 yen pins. Noise number 2 has got him. The same enemy may drop different pins in battle depending on your difficulty setting. Check the noise report. Yes. Okay. The game just explained this bit to me. The one where I can decrease my own level in order to get a higher drop rate. And we're going to take advantage of that right now. Oops, that's the wrong enemy, actually. Oh, no, there they are.
Watch yourself.
We're looking for the blue frogs.
Why don't you back?
Sweet.
Okay. So we're looking for the frog symbols, actually. There we go. We're just gonna do some mindless aggression for this, because these enemies are fairly weak. So the tadpoles, by the way, that are flying around, you don't have to kill them. Like, if you kill everything else, then the tadpoles go away as well. But they will attach to your character, and rather like, you know, those little mini Goomba enemies in Mario 3. That's an old reference. But they'll slow you down and prevent Neku from using his dash to dodge, which can be a problem, especially later in the game. They can be very annoying. Okay, that should do. Yeah. Well, I'm past this wall, blah, blah, blah. Objective met. Well, clear.
I get an extra pin slot, and now I can chain battles. I'll explain what that is in a second. Okay, so first I'm gonna sell some pins. I need some money. Because I need to do a little bit of shopping, because I need those stats. Nope. And once I'm done with that, I'll explain how combat chaining works. But right now, Shiki needs to get herself some HP gear. Thank you. Well, he can wear a peach turtleneck at least. Let's get him that pouch as well. Just to get those stat bonuses slowly stacking up. Because we're gonna need them. Anyway, chaining battle.
Your senses.
Let's say we want to battle 3 of these guys. So I just kind of drag around and grab the symbols. And now I've chained 3 battles in a row.
This won't be hard.
This is a risk-reward thing. Because it means I can take on 3 battles in a row. But it also means my HP stays between fights. So if you take a lot of damage in one fight, or if you go into the battle with like a level modifier that takes away a lot of your health, then you can get into real trouble. Because like, especially when you're chaining like 6 or 7 or 8 battles in a row later in the game, you can get you can have some trouble like surviving long chains. So it's a risk-reward system, which is fairly compelling, I think. The reward you get for chaining multiple battles together is, for one thing, Shiki, your partner, can keep building up those stars so that you can use the fusion attacks more often. Like so.
Ready to die?
Which can help you restore some health and also like help clear out that problematic screen of enemies. But it also means that you, as you can see, get a much, much higher drop rate. And that drop rate multiplies. It helps multiply, the number of rounds helps multiply the power points that you get. It helps multiply the drop rate, because the drop rate that you've got, like your base drop rate here, gets multiplied by the number of battles that you chain together. So you can get some, or it gets added, something along those lines. So you can get some really, really high drop rates going by doing that. So and that's a really nice risk-reward mechanic, also because it makes grinding way easier. Like, way easier. In terms of, like, you can chain together multiple battles, and those battles will give you more experience points, essentially, and they'll drop more items more quickly, so that you don't have to run around, like, searching for impossible-to-find items, like, with no chance of getting one drop from an enemy. It's nice in that way, that you have this risk-reward mechanic thing where you can adjust your difficulty very dynamically. Enough! Just looking at you makes me cringe. What did I do? What's gotten into her? It's coming loose. What, you grip on reality? Neku, that button on your shorts. Oh, yeah. It doesn't matter. What does it matter? It matters! I can't stand things like that. Who cares? It's just a button. Off. What? Your shorts, take them off. I'll fix the button. Are you high? I'm not taking my pants off in front of you. In the middle of the street. Oh, grow up. What are you, going commando? You're invisible. No one's watching. You're watching. Now, pants off. Don't! There, all done. I feel much better. Loose buttons drive me nuts. That was fast. You always carry around a needle and thread? Of course. They come in handy. Plus, I enjoy sewing. If you need anything else mended, just say the word. Will I have to strip again? I'd better take care of my clothes. And there we go. Press the button opposite the direction Shiki is attacking, and she will interrupt her combo to counter enemies behind her, which is very useful, because in a battle, like as you see on the top screen, or the top left screen, Shiki doesn't move, her enemies don't move. So if you pay attention to which enemies are attacking and which enemies are moving, you can manage, like, you can keep them staggered so that they don't hit her very often by using the counter. Land a counter and she'll deal massive damage. But it's... One past this wall. Bring me 5 500 yen pins. Oh, I don't have them. Ah, God damn it. Okay, who has 500 yen pins? The wolves. All right, then. Non-zero chance that I die trying to do this, actually. Okay, first battle went well. Another thing is the more change you get into, the tougher the enemies become. Like, the more damage they do, the more health they have. The stacking isn't so bad right now. But again, like, once you do 10 or 12, like, once you do, like, 6 or 7 or 8 at a time, it's like, that's when you can get into trouble later in the game. But this should get me the things I need. In one fell swoop, we shall acquire the resources we need to bribe our way past the guard and thus continue our quest. Oh, shit. See, that's what I was talking about. I actually have very low health right now. Ooh, that's not great. There's still one battle left. Okay, I have to be kind of careful here.
We up for this?
We might not be, honestly. Oh, level up. Oh, thank God. Oh, right at the right time. Okay. Whew. Oh, man. I got my ass pulled out of the fire there. Like I said, enemies get tougher.
How's work going, Makoto?
Bad. The boss wants me to promote some new pins. But how? I don't know anything about pins.
Sounds rough.
Yeah, I've been trying to study up. Like, people use pins to pay Tin Pin Slammer, right? So I'm thinking of hitting the slam off at Mulco next week. To pick up the lingo, you know? But tickets are completely sold out.
The Tin Pin Slam Off, huh? If you had a ticket, you'd go?
Uh-huh.
Huh. Isn't that...
That'll pay off later. Objective met, wall clear, give me the things. Defense sticker, hooray. Extra cash. Moving on! I love this screen especially. Because look at the parallax scrolling again. Like, look at this building and the buildings behind it, like, parallax scrolling, so you get this fake 3D effect. That would probably have looked fucking amazing on the 3DS, come to think of it. But, like, oh, it's so good. Like, the distortions and the distorted space and, like, the way that building points up into the sky that way, but then everything else is, like, pointing the opposite way. Oh, I love it.
Hi there.
Ah, new pins. Good. Good. Oh, right, that's slash across Neku. I don't want that, but I do want this.
Thanks a bunch.
It's a good idea to buy lots of clothes because later on in the game, brand stuff starts to become, like, some Reapers will tell you, hey, make this brand really popular in this area. So you need items of that brand in order to be able to do that. And she's like,
Thank you.
and I know I grumble and I act annoyed about all the systems in this game, but all of it does combine into something that is pretty compelling. Like, it does feel like you have a lot of, essentially, control over your build, like your character build, and over the ways in which, like, your pins and stuff interact with each other. Oh, right, I have an extra pin slot. I should probably put my healing on that, actually. Come to think of it. Most of that stuff for Shiki, right? Yeah, right now, anyway. Neku will eventually get to a higher bravery level where he can wear stuff and be useful. But for now, I'm just trying to build up a library of things.
Hi there. That's soon.
And I'm also trying to build up relationships with the various shopkeepers, because we'll come back to these areas over and over and over again throughout the game. Okay, let's see. Let's put a hat on Shiki. He's already got a shirt. How about some pants? Nope. Beach sandals. Put those on, Neku. They look stupid, but they fit you. And he can't wear that, but Shiki can't because she has that thing instead. Well, this one's better. Let's save the game, because there's a boss fight coming up relatively soon, I think. If I'm not much mistaken.
Oh, hey, there's Beaten Rhyme.
Hey, the hell you been, yo? This is a race. Ain't you even trying?
No, you're on your own there.
And you angry you lost? Don't you want to win?
Don't you? Wait, why did you wait for us?
We was just,
Pete said we should let you catch up.
Yo, right, can it?
Aw, Pete's a big softy underneath.
Shiki, not you too. I just wanted to see phones squirm, that's all. Now let's get this mission over with. We got here first, so we win. Eat that, slowpokes.
Uh-huh. Consider it eaten.
Come on, Ryan, let's bounce.
But wait, Pete. You're gonna trip if you don't slow down. She's so lucky having her best friend as her partner.
Guess you should have teamed up with that friend in your picture. Would have saved me a lot of grief.
But I couldn't. We're...
Huh?
Come on, we should go.
Right. It just introduced another system. Basically, it's street pass stuff. Don't worry about it.
What just happened? Aw, there goes my erase streak. He was supposed to be number 16.
Reapers! Bingo! I'm Koki Karaya. And this is Suzuki Yashiro. There. Now that we're all friends.
Hey, what'd you do with Ryan?
Hello? You just saw. She's gone. Erased. Noise food. Game over.
Her soul's just another speck of Shibuya space dust.
No. Rhyme's gone. For good.
Yo, you did this.
Yeah, but like, so what? That's our job. Boss set a trap, so we did.
Your job. Screw your job. Murders. You erased Ryan. Give her back, or you'll pay.
Ooh, scary. Go on, Skulls. Be the star of your little soap opera. But Skulls Jr. isn't gone because of us. She's gone because of you. You failed to protect your partner. So, face reality. We hunt players down. You knew that.
I didn't.
Well, Skulls Jr. knew. That's why she protected you. Gave her life for you.
Ryan's gone. Because of me?
Aw, boo-hoo. But don't worry, you won't suffer for long.
Noise. You punks can make noise.
Bingo. All you need is a soul and a pin to bind it to.
We'd love to take you on ourselves, but attacking players directly is against the rules. So we use noise instead.
So, our work here is done. Time to call it a day.
Bye-bye. Nice knowing you.
Oh yeah, one last thing, Skulls. You want payback? Then man up, huh?
Hey! You get back here, you son of a... Don't you run from me! Don't you run, yo. Oh.
Hey, we gotta get rid of this noise.
Yeah, otherwise...
Start with a smaller noise. Anyway, yeah, shit just got real.
This won't be hard.
Back to the cheerful hip-hop beats, though.
Talk about seamless.
There, that just leaves the big one.
Right.
Don't you touch it, yo.
Huh?
This one's mine. This bastard took Rhyme from me. Get in my way and I'll knock you out right here.
Don't be stupid. Who's there? You're down a partner. How you think you're gonna take on the noise?
I can't. Butt out, yo. I gotta avenge Rhyme.
You mean waste her sacrifice?
You're powerless. Accept it. Rhyme left you a precious gift, your life. A player can only live for 7 minutes after their partner is erased, which leaves you with less than 3. Think about why she saved you.
My life's over anyway. You just said so.
There's a way to keep you alive. But you have to come with me now.
Why should I live when she can't, yo?
Beat, go with him. Rhyme would want it that way.
But...
We'll handle this.
She was our friend too.
Listen, you may be alone, but there's still a role that only you can play. I'll tell you what it is, but you have to live.
Fine. But you'd better kill that bastard dead. Avenge Rhyme.
Watch yourself.
Here comes the first really rather tough boss fight of the game. That shark bastard there, and his frickin' frog friends. I need those fucking tadpoles out of the way. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, no shit. Would you just hit him? Thank you. Okay. Because Shiki especially has trouble getting a combo off, so I can't get the fucking... Yeah, no shit. Yeah, this is gonna be my first loss. Oh, I got him! I got him! Oh, Jesus Christ. I hate this boss fight so much.
At least we won, right?
And this is one of the brick wall fights that I've heard a lot of people. That's the one where they just kept losing and losing and losing and losing, and they just like, fuck it, I don't want to play anymore. Like it stopped being fun because this is the first fight where the game really starts to make demands of you. For example, on the top screen with Shiki, which I completely whiffed multiple times, when the shark comes from below and charges up and is about to eat her, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to jump to dodge the attack. But I was so focused on like trying to keep Neku moving around. And this is the very difficult thing about the game. It's like a lot of the times it's actually okay not to be focused on Neku all the time. That it's okay to be focused on the top screen and not be dodging all the time on the bottom screen. And juggling that attention is gonna, like, I used to be good at it because I played this game really intensely for like a whole month straight, but I'll get back into it. It's also very different playing it on like my 2 giant monitors versus playing it on a tiny DS screen where it's a little bit easier to split your attention. Whew.
Well, we're alone again. Think Beat'll be okay?
Mr. Hanakoma's with him. He's fine.
But he only had 3 minutes to live.
So what were we supposed to do?
I don't know. Why couldn't we save Rhyme?
Because we couldn't. That's how it was meant to be.
How can you just write her off like that? Don't you care? Aren't you sad? You could have done something.
Yeah. Like what? Damn it, I feel like crap. It's just like that time. That time? What time? I can't remember. You see? See why teaming up is a dumb idea?
How dare you? You think not teaming up would have saved her? How could you be so cold? Beat and Rhyme were our friends. What happened to her? We're all responsible. It was our fault too.
And who needs them?
Huh?
Who needs friends? They just laugh and talk like idiots and pretend to agree with you, so you end up caring about them, exposing yourself, getting hurt. Screw it! We're better off without them. You want people getting in your way, dragging you down? I don't. I never said we were friends. You did.
Neku, I am your friend, so it's right.
Back off!
No one's my friend. Least of all you. I just stay with you to survive.
Neku? Could you? You didn't feel anything when Rhyme was erased? Not even a little sad? That's inhuman. You're inhuman, Neku. No better than those Reapers.
Yeah, this game gets intense. It's... But you understand where Neku is coming from. Like, because he has his thoughts that he keeps inside and refuses to share with anyone else. But we get access to them, so we get to understand him in a way that Shiki doesn't. And what's pretty fucking clear with Neku is that right now he's processing his grief by lashing out and by pushing people away. Because he is hurt that Rhyme died. He's in fact traumatized by that fact, as you may expect. And his reaction to that is, well, never having friends again, not gonna get hurt like that anymore. This thing hurts, and I can't handle hurt, so I'm just gonna push everyone away so I can never ever get hurt again ever. Which, of course, is a form of self-harm. Not a form... Well, it's a coping mechanism, but most of all, it's a form of self-harm. So, you know, if you find yourself in a situation where you have had an emotionally difficult time, and you find yourself having the impulse all the time, like to be aggressive, or passive-aggressive, or be mean, or cruel, or, like, say nasty things to others, or just, like, have an ugly physical attitude towards people. Not necessarily violent, but, like, closing yourself off physically. What that is, a lot of the time, is that exact coping mechanism. It's the psyche attempting to protect itself from further pain, but the way in which we do that has a tendency to, like, actually make it harder to recover rather than easier. Which is one of the things that this game is about, funnily enough. It's about, like, the necessity of connections, not just for having fun and hanging out and being pals, but also for dealing with bad stuff. Grief, pain. And you see that that's the thing that Beat did. Like, Mr. Hanekoma showed up and said, hey, you need to, like, Beat was all in, I'm gonna take revenge mode, which was never gonna work. Like, he was all in, I'm gonna sacrifice myself and die so I can join her in death, basically. And Hanekoma comes along and says, that's stupid, you're being stupid, don't do that, she wouldn't have wanted it. And rather than Beat pushing him away and saying, absolutely no way, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want, he says, okay, and decides to trust, which is how he gets to survive. Whereas if he had reacted like Neku did, or like Neku would have done, where he would have refused all help from everyone and just walked off on his own to be alone, he would have been fucking dead, wouldn't he? And that's part of what this game is about. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this little trip down Trauma Avenue in The World Ends With You, and it doesn't lighten up that much from here. I'm just gonna say that now. Like, it's not that people are gonna be dying over and over again, but it's like, it deals with some heavy stuff underneath all the poppy, pop-punk, hip-hop aesthetic, streetwear attitude. It deals with some heavy shit. But if you enjoyed it, like, comment, and or subscribe to the channel, I suppose. Like, make the YouTube numbers go up in the algorithm, because much as I may rage against the fashion industry, I remain a slave to the online YouTube influencer, whatever the hell we call this, content creator thing, industry, and I require its metrics to survive. I mean, that's over-dramatizing it a bit, but I do. I also have a Patreon and merchandise store and a tip jar. You can use them if you want to, and if you don't want to, that's completely fine. Memberships are available on this channel for $1 a month if you want them. And other than that, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to wash your hands if you live in a place with a severe outbreak of current ongoing pandemic. Please, for the love of God, wear a mask in public. Please don't spread, you don't know if you're infected, don't spread disease to other people. And have solidarity in general with people who are fighting to make the world a better place. Boy, this was a heavy episode.